Very good morning, students. So this is 12th standard, chapter 2, current electricity. Here in this lesson, what we have learnt is current. Current is nothing but when electron starts moving, it constitutes current. Current is nothing but where it is written as I is equal to Q by T. That is 1 ampere. 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per 1 second. Then what all you studied was relationship between drift velocity and current. Drift velocity is nothing but on applying an electric field, the electron starts moving towards one direction. That is what is called as drift velocity. By the velocity by which the electron starts moving, it has some relationship between the current, which is found that current is directly proportional to the drift velocity. That is, when velocity increases, the current will also increase. Then was current density. Current density is J. J is equal to I by A. This is like in your first lesson we have studied. Surface charge density. Like that it is. Now in a 10th standard you have studied about Ohm's law. What does Ohm's law says? All will immediately remember. It is the expression V is equal to IR. But actually Ohm's law is a law which relates the potential and the current. On applying some potential, what happens to the current? That is what is Ohm's law is. So here I am going to consider a conductor of length L which is going to have an area of cross section A, and it is applied and potential of V is applied. So on applying and potential V, what happens is that the electron starts moving and it constitutes an current I. It is in a layer. The electrons will start moving in a layer. So that is all what I have considered. So here I have considered the current density to be equal to sigma into E. What is this sigma? Is nothing but the conductivity. What's the meaning of conductivity? Conductivity or permittivity in your first lesson is the amount of charges that any material can allow to pass through. Here conductivity says that what's the amount of electrons which are crossing in that conductor. That is what is conductivity is. So potential difference. Potential difference across the conductor V is equal to E into L, because on applying potential, electric field is set up, and that electric field along the length L, which will be equal to the applied potential. Then current density is given to be J is equal to sigma into E. From this equation I can write E is equal to V by L. E I will keep it in the right hand side, bring the L to the left hand side, then E will be, or V by L will be equal to E. Now by definition J is equal to I by A. Here again J is equal to sigma V by L. These both can be equated. From there I arrive V is equal to I into L by sigma into A. All these quantities are called as resistance. Length, which is constant for this particular conductor. Area of cross section is again a constant for this particular conductor. Naturally this becomes an constant which is called as a resistance. That is how you arrive at some equation V is equal to IR. So there is a relationship between potential, applied potential to the current. So from this equation I can write this as R is equal to V by I. This is by this, or from this equation I can write this in sentences. How I can write? As it is divided, I will write it as a ratio. So resistance is the ratio of the potential difference across a given conductor of the current passing through the conductor, and its unit is ohm. OHM, ohm. Don't write it as ohms, never it is ohms, because S is, there is no plural form of any unit. S is the unit of second. Generally student does that mistake. It's wrong. It is only ohm, and it's the symbol which is used for it. So now a graph is drawn between the potential and the current. So the first graph in which the slope is going to be a straight line, where slope will be equal to 1 by r, because it is y by x, but r is equal to v by I, that is why. These kind of conductors are called as ohmic conductors, which will obey Ohm's law. But there is another graph which can be seen in certain materials, which will be generally used in electronics when you come across. Okay, there what happens is that when there is a graph drawn between the potential and the current, the slope is not going to be a straight line. Instead of that, you get a curve. So the curve says that it is not going to obey the Ohm's law. Those kind of devices in which those materials are used, which is called as non-ohmic device. In electronics we'll come across ohmic contact and non-ohmic contact. So those materials which will not obey Ohm's law are called as non-ohmic devices.